when you're first starting out in the gym and you're getting all of your fitness information from fitness content, there's a lot of misinformation that you're consuming unknowingly. And that is a big problem that I'm hoping to fix today. So stick around to the end because I am going to be debunking the top 5 muscle building myths in the fitness industry. And stick around to the end because the last one is the most prevalent. So, the first myth is that leg day is a waste of time. Now, this used to be a problem as a myth more than it is now, but previously a lot of people would just not train legs because who sees that anyway, right? It doesn't matter. But I'll tell you why it does matter. Firstly, it builds greater mental strength and you're actually going to be able to support your upper body muscles better just in terms of walking and everyday activities. But also, upper body, when your upper body is jacked and your legs are skinny, that just looks disproportionate and it kind of ruins all the work that you put in for your upper body because people can say, well, you still have small legs and you don't want to do that. So please don't skip leg day. For your own benefit, just do it. It's way harder than a usual workout, but it is most definitely worth it because you don't want to be that one guy with chicken legs with a jacked upper body. The second muscle building myth is that if it fits your macros. So if it fits your macros is something that was made up by fitness influencers in order to sell their programs, so sell their diet plans, sorry. And the philosophy of if it fits your macros goes like this. You can eat anything as long as it fits your protein, carb, fat, and calorie intake goals. So basically that means that they think 100 grams of carbs from ice cream is the same as 100 grams of carbs from rice in terms of building muscle. And while they can make an argument that bulking or cutting building muscle is just calories in, calories out, I have several arguments to dispute that. Firstly, junk food and processed food throws off your hormone levels, which heavily dictate your ability to build muscle and lose weight. Secondly, they can ruin your health outside of building muscle, such as skin problems or even like diabetes, heart disease, etc. And thirdly, the quality of carbs, proteins, and fats matters for building muscle. Just as there are different types of protein that have different quality, for example, protein from lean beef is better than vegan protein. The same applies to carbs. The carbs that you would get from rice, for example, is way better than the carbs you're going to get from candy in a muscle building standpoint, just because it's a different type of carb. You understand? So, yeah, the third muscle building myth is that pre-workout is necessary. Pretty much every gym influencer I've ever watched takes pre-workout. I might be the only person I know who goes to the gym and takes zero caffeine with it. And sure, that makes it a lot harder. But let me explain to you why it could be beneficial. Caffeine is in some way a miracle drug. It's a pretty useful supplement. But if you're young like me, then it's not necessary. I would say that if you're older than 23, yeah, that is when it becomes a necessary part of lifting. Before that, you shouldn't get hooked on it because you're going to become dependent on it. And anytime you have to do something without caffeine or you have to work out without caffeine because you forgot your pre-workout, it's going to suck. Whereas if you never take caffeine, then imagine how good you're going to feel and how well you're going to perform the one day you do take caffeine. because pre-workout is just like a lot of caffeine. It's way more than everyday amounts, like what everyday people, non-gym people drink, because it has like 200 milligrams per scoop, whereas it's like 4 coffees. It's crazy how like 13-year-olds who are going to the gym are taking this 6 times a week, which this is definitely having a huge impact on their health, not only on their dependence to it, but also they're just aging themselves so much faster. And I don't want you to think pre-workout is necessary if you're going to the gym. So the next muscle building myth is ab exercises. A lot of you might just scroll on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, whatever you use, and then you come across these 7-minute ab workouts. Oh God. So these are one of my biggest fitness pet peeves, because they're all bullshit. Sure, they might feel like you're targeting your abs, but you're not going to make any reasonable progress with them, because some of them like to call themselves fat burning when they're not even cardio. And those who have been in the gym for more than a year know that building muscle and cardio do not correlate well when doing the same activity. Pretty much an activity is either good for cardio or good for building muscle. Very rarely is it both. But these 7-minute fat burning workouts, which in reality will burn you about 50 calories, and you can eat that in like a teaspoon of olive oil or something, just add it to your food. It's not worth it. Now, their claims about building your abs are actually true, except your abs, they won't be usable, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't want them to be usable. The main issue I have with this is that people think that if they're fat, they can get abs just through these workouts. And that's not true. The better way to get abs is to eat healthy, be in a calorie deficit, right? Because if you don't have abs, that means you have excess fat. The way I train abs is through stability and through functional exercises, such as the overhead press, or the tricep extension, or the standing bicep curl. Anything that is standing pretty much in the gym, the squat, the deadlift, heavily engages you to brace your core, which trains it in a more balanced way than all these Russian twists, crunches, sit-ups, whatever you want to come up with, whatever ab exercise that's going to build you muscle. Using overhead press, curls, squats, deadlifts, going to give you way more results than it. I mean, I'm living proof of it. I've never done ab exercises throughout my fitness journey, yet I have amazing abs now, like way better than I would have if I was doing ab exercises in my entire fitness journey. And the final muscle building myth is that one mistake ruins all your progress. So this is a pretty big myth, but not many people actually think this is true. They live as if this is true. They think if they have a cheat day, it's over. They may as well just binge and not continue staying disciplined. They think if they miss one day from the gym, they may as well take the entire week off. What they don't realize is that one cheat day or one unintentional cheat day or one intentional missed day from the gym is not going to hinder their progress if they just keep going as they did before. Whereas if they try to make up for it, or worse, they give up because of this slight setback, they're gonna experience failure. It's just not gonna work. They need to stay disciplined in the face of failure. Everyone's progress goes like this. We wish it was a straight line like this, but it can't be. We have to experience setbacks and challenges. And sometimes these setbacks are bigger than others. And it can be really hard, but we just have to recognize that if we stay on track, it will resolve itself. And yeah, that's kind of a philosophical message, not only for the gym, for any area of self-improvement this applies. So yeah, for your actionable step, please just don't do ab exercises anymore. Look up exercises, functional exercises in the gym that can actually build you abs. And that's it for this video. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, check out one of these two videos. It's gonna pop up here, and embrace progress, not perfection. See ya.